This goes out to you and you know who you are.
Hi, I'm going to discuss a topic today because I think it is such an epidemic in, as far as I know, the uh, American society. We have like so many unhealthy relationships. It is a shame. And it's starting to become the norm to me. Like normal behavior, people are like really focusing on the negative aspects of either work relationship, a romantic relationship, certain friendships, and I'm just like, it is crazy. You walk past people that don't know you and they look at you like you beat up their mama or something, or their grandma. So I just have noticed that a lot of us are walking around with a big ass chip on our shoulder, a monkey on our back, and I'm just like, wow, really? Is it that serious? Can you not talk to people? And I started to think that people are afraid to communicate, and we have to break ourselves out of that so that we can form healthy, thriving relationships, live life and enjoy life. That's one of my goals. I'm not going to say I'm the happiest person in the world, but I do love myself, and I am definitely working on having better relationships with people. This is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, because I've noticed some things and it's definitely alarming. We can first stop thinking here, living in our own minds about what people may feel about us, what's on their minds. Unless you're a mind reader, you really can't dwell on anything that you think somebody feels about you. My outlook on romantic relationships are, you have to really get to know somebody. We jump into the sexual aspect like, damn, like so fast, and we really don't know the person, and a lot of times we end up being disappointed, feeling like we got played, or feeling like we allowed ourselves to be played. And I mean, you get what you pay for, in so many words. If you've only known a person for so long and you open up in ways that you really just aren't ready for, you allow yourself to be potentially hurt, and that will turn you away from other people. And I made a short list of things just to point out certain ways to build healthy relationships and to recognize unhealthy relationships. Uh, the first thing is to look at what our needs are. What are your needs? What are your spiritual needs? What are your emotional needs? What are the things that are going to make you happy without saying, oh, well, I need a car, I need my own house, I want my own business. It's attainable, but there are things that will help you to get those things, but not necessarily those things are needed to make you or I happy. So that's up to us to figure out what it is that we need. Um, just when you meet somebody, you can talk to them, and because you know that, you can tell them, okay, well, I need somebody who will have Bible studies with me. I need somebody who will encourage me. I don't need somebody who just calls me for a booty call and I don't hear from you for the next 4 days. And people be fronting like they don't think about the person and, oh, you know what, I'm just not gonna call him or I ain't gonna call her, but you really want to. And so you have to establish that early on. Why give, somebody something they didn't really work for, they didn't earn, or they don't deserve? So you have to tell those people what your needs are because they won't know. They won't know how to please you. And a lot of these things definitely have to be talked about before that sexual intimacy occurs. Because once you start having sex, you're just like, God, what am I going to do now? How do I talk to this person? Will they even care? And they can. It's up to you to be firm and just say, hold on, we got to wait. And if you can't wait, sorry, but it's too many fish out in the sea for me to be tripping on you, or we'll keep in touch. So, anyway, um, have to learn how to spend time by yourself. Like, if you always doing something, you're always on call for somebody, whether that's your friends or your boyfriend or your family or your job, you never have time to sit and think about yourself. You don't get the time to do the things that you really want to do in your heart of hearts. We all do what we want to do, but just things that relax you, things like meditation, excuse me, and things that you've always enjoyed that bring you peace, bring you tranquility, whether it's playing the piano for some people, instrument, writing songs, writing poetry, painting. It's a lot of things that a lot of people love to do. And all of these things don't require you to have a lot of money to do either. So, you indulge in a project, something constructive, and that will take your mind off of being lonely or, I don't have anybody. I need to just go out and meet anybody. Mm-mm. That's where a lot of us is messing up anyway. Myself included, I've done it. Probably still doing it. But I'm thinking better now. So try things that you've never done before. And if somebody you meet can introduce you to new things, that's great. Anyway, um, establish a relationship with ourselves. You got to establish a relationship with yourself so that you know you. Nobody can tell you who you are, what you need to be doing, because you won't be happy. Um, Notice those unhealthy relationships. And you don't have to go to somebody like, you know what? I got an unhealthy relationship with you and I don't need to be friends with you no more. Best thing that I've learned how to do is just pull away from that person or that activity. You withdraw yourself from it. Simple. It can hurt, for a little while, but once you see the change that it makes in your life, the positive change that it makes in your life, it's great. Er, mm. Don't give people false hope. You're gonna have a certain type of person that you like, but don't give anybody false hope. Somebody like, oh, I can do this for you. I want to do all of that for you, and you just know, nah, it's not gonna work. Don't tell them that it is if it's not. It's that easy. And you might really like somebody. You might say, oh, this dude is fine, or this girl is fine, but don't chase them. If they're not showing any interest in you, it's not worth the chase because you're going to end up putting all of yourself into it, wondering, okay, why me? It's a lot of people out there that's going to like you. It's a lot of people in this world. It's a small world, but it's a lot of people in it. And there's going to be people who like you for you. So don't chase anybody that is not interested in you. I've been there, done it before myself, got the t-shirt, got all the memorabilia of chasing somebody that really don't have any interest. Uh, let's see. Mm. Don't get into relationships where you feel like you've settled, because it's not fair to the other person and it's not fair to you. You don't want to be in a relationship where you're like, well, why am I doing this? Why am I still here? I'm not happy. I'm not getting what I want. It's not fair. There's always going to be a problem. Uh, just don't say nothing to me. You don't want to feel like that. Like, you want to be happy with you. You want to be happy with the other person. Um, the friendships that you have, if it's going to be an intimate, relationship, it has to be more important than the sex. Sex could be good, but if the friendship is not there, just gonna start feeling that settling feeling. Oh my goodness, now what? So friendship has to be more important. If you had to lose one, which one would you lose? And the last thing that I can say on that is nobody wants to be used and nobody likes it. We all know that, but I just had to say it. And just spiraling off of that, you just have some people who give a lot, but if you know that you don't really want the person, just say no, thank you, I appreciate it. Just think we need to be friends. We definitely need to be friends. And you have a lot of women, we give ourselves emotionally. Men tend to give themselves financially. Um, we're nurturers, they're providers. Um, then we have to be careful of, for women, the little boys out there that want you to do everything for them, take care of them. If you have a man that still needs some work, you work with him. You don't work for him. Just work with him. And guys, the same thing with women. You know, don't sit there, oh baby, it's okay. You don't gotta do nothing. If she's your wife, you could tell her that. But if she's not bonded to you and attached to you, you are crippling that young woman or that woman. So that's basically my ideas of how to break the cycle of an unhealthy relationship, and hope somebody gets something out of it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.